Good evening and welcome. I would like to go ahead and call this meeting to order. If you would go ahead and join us as our Reach Scholars lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the moment of silence.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, so first we have the consent agenda items, and we have reviewed. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
And all that approve, DS3. Okay, and we have our presentation.
Good evening. Tonight we are going to showcase one of the greatest things that we do in Chattahoochee County Schools. It is a blessing for our school system, and it is a blessing for our families. I'm so honored that we're able to participate in the Reach Scholar Program. And Dr. Walton, our leader over teaching and learning, is going to share information with you about Reach and also introduce our 2020 Reach Scholars.
Good evening, everybody. I'm going to take my mask off so it won't be muffled so you can hear me. Reach Georgia was launched on February 6, 2012 at Georgia Institute of Technology with the announcement of AT&T being Reach first corporation partner with a donation of $250,000. The Reach Scholarship rewards students for self-accountability, promotes parent involvement, and provides motivation and support, all factors that we know are critical in student educational achievement. Reach stands for realizing education achievement can happen. It is indeed my pleasure this afternoon to introduce to you Chattahoochee County Middle High School 2021 Reach Scholars. They are Jaden Stevens, if you will stand up, Camille Hardwick, and Annalie Bowen. Will you please give them a big hand? These are representatives of the class of 2025. And in a minute, I will give you a list of characteristics, a list of expectations for them. But upon graduating, if they keep all of these qualifications, they will be rewarded $10,000 to go to any Georgia institute, certified institute in the state of Georgia. And I think that deserves a round of applause. So I'm going to take them through a series of commitments. The commitments are: you must keep an overall grade point average of 2.5, have good attendance, have good behavior, and remain drug-free and crime-free, meet with your assigned mentor twice a month, meet with your assigned academic coach at least once each month, attend Reach events, meetings, and programs, engage in activities to prepare you for college, graduate from high school with a diploma, enroll in a graduate form Georgia Hope eligible post-secondary institute. So I have questions for you, and you will answer I will. Will you commit to keeping good grades, attendance, and behavior, meeting with your mentor and academic coach, graduating from high school and or college? Good. Will you commit to supporting your students, and this is for the parents here, all parents. Will you commit to supporting your students as they progress through the program? Will you also commit to attending Reach events, meetings, programs, contacting your student's academic coach or counselor if there are any issues that you believe will hinder them from graduating?
I will.
This is for everybody in the room, community. It is incumbent upon us, individually and as a community, to affirm our willingness to support these Reach Scholars in their journey to adulthood. Will you commit to supporting these Reach Scholars with your time, talent, and treasures as they progress through the Reach program and into college and their careers? We will. So now I would like for Jaden and his parents to come up. And In the blue folders, you will find a commitment form. And those of you who want to get pictures, you can get pictures at this time. And Dr. Brooks, I need for you to come over too. We do one for the whole group. So what Jaden's doing now is he's printing his name, and he's agreeing to all of the things that we just went through. And then when Jaden finished printing his name, he's gonna sign his commitment. After he finished that, and then his parents, both parents are here, and so they will sign their commitment, and then our superintendent will sign our commitment to do what we need to do. While they're doing that, in the past, we had to raise $2,500 per scholar. But because we have been advocating for our county, and because we have had a lot of meetings with State Department people, we now only have to collect or raise $1,000 per scholar. So that's the reason you see 3 scholars up here instead of the traditional 1 or 2. And I think that deserves a round of applause. And as Dr. Brooks is winding this up, will you please give our graduate of 2025, Jaden Stevens, a big round of applause. Our next Rich Scholar is Miss Camille Hartman. Tracks as well. I know there's some dead silence in here, but while they're signing, I will tell you that we have a committee that select these students. Those of you who have upcoming 8th graders who will be rising 9th graders next year in next school terms, we do send these scholarships out, the applications for the scholarship. And this year we send them out twice. And the pool of students, you have to be eligible to do it, to have a scholarship, but we only got a few returns. So I encourage you to make sure that you ask your nieces, your sons, and your daughters for the application, because we send them out every summer and then again in August. And as Dr. Brooks is signing hers, would y'all please give our another graduate of 2025. Very much. Congratulations. Our founder, 2021 Reach Scholar for Chattahoochee County Middle High School is Ms. Anna Lee Bowman. And her mama is racing up here to sign this. While they're signing, I would like to thank the Chattahoochee County School Board for allowing us to adopt this program. It's going to benefit. We're going to get our first graduates next year in the class of 2022.
Yay! Excited to hear that too.
background of this group and what they represent for our community and for our schools.
So after the board meeting, before executive session, if you guys want to have opportunity to take pictures behind the backdrop, you can. Okay. Thank you so much.
And it is a night of celebration. We have another recognition this evening, and this is to honor and recognize our program, which many of you may have heard about. It's Chatco Espresso. And tonight I want to publicly recognize Miss Bufford and Miss Howard. And I will not get emotional. These professionals have literally changed the landscape for some of our children. And we are so humbly thankful for what you're doing. So, I want to take a minute and first say that Ms. Bufford has been recognized by I Am a Rural Teacher, which is part of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And her class has been awarded a donation to help with Chatco Espresso. And for many of you watching publicly, Chatco Espresso is a student-ran business that our children at Chattahoochee County Middle and High School are doing. It is part of their pathway. It is part of their class. They're learning how to operate a business, how to make decisions, how to run a budget, how to make orders. And we are just so thrilled, and I Am a Rural Teacher Network was so thrilled with this because we know that not only is this a school endeavor, but this is growing into a community project where we actually have a coffee shop in our community. And not only has it grown to coffee, but we're very proud of what they're doing. And now we have frappes. So Miss Bufford and your students and Miss Howard, I want to provide you this donation from the Rural Schools Collaborative. So we're going to let you guys come up and have a seat. A small portion of our students, but some of these were initially when we started the driving. You're going to see one is recognized later on for the strides he's made in all areas of his academics. Thank you, Dr. Brooks. Thank you, my students. And we are, again, just so thrilled. We just saw our scholars who we're preparing for their future, and to know that all of our students make a huge impact in this world. And because of Ms. Howard and Ms. Bufford, our students who are learning independence and are learning life skills are going to change the world, and now they're learning how to be business owners. We just could not be any more proud. And not only are we proud, but this hard work and recognition has been noted by our, and I want to make sure I say it correctly, our Marine Corps League, Detachment 1402 out of Columbus. And not only is it a huge honor to have them recognizing and honoring Chatco Espresso, but if you did not know, today is the 245th birthday of the Marine Corps. So, hoorah! So not only are they here on their birthday celebration, but they're celebrating our students and their endeavors. So we all know that tomorrow is Veterans Day, and we just count it an honor that you are here still serving your country. You're serving your country by serving our youth. So we extend our deepest thanks to you. And again, I want to turn it over to our Senior Vice Commandant to present to our Chatco Espresso.
When you get old, sometimes you have to use this too. have Terry Holland, we have Mike Wilson, and we have Herb Crow, all coming down to sports program. We've talked about this over the course of the last few months. We promised a donation a lot earlier than we're delivering, but COVID got in the way, so we had to wait till things kind of calmed down. As far as the program, we're familiar with the program. We saw it in action when they were doing the Christmas Santa Shop, when they were doing a fundraiser. But some of those students, my wife and I personally watched grow. And some of these kids, they amazed us. What they had the ability to do on their through their own persistence, their determination, but also because of the drive of the educators and the school to get them into the class, to get them to do what they do, and to associate and familiarize themselves with the students and what the other students do. So on behalf of the Detachment 1402 Marine Corps League of Columbus, I would like to present you this check for $250.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. And as our Marine Corps League takes a seat, and they may be leaving early, and of course that is okay. We appreciate your time. We do want to call to all of our audience members and those viewing that tomorrow is a special day. Not only is it a special day for our country, but it's extremely special for us here in Chattahoochee as we host so many of our families who are connected to military. As you know, tomorrow is Veterans Day, and we want to extend our sincere thank you to all of our veterans for your service in our country, protecting us, and also for the service that you do now for our community. So thank you all. So we've enjoyed some students, and so now we'll get on to business. Next is our financial report, and Ms. Wills, our finance director, has some specific updates to provide you. You can take your mask off if you need. Thank you. Do you mind highlighting what our SPLOST revenue this past month was?
Yeah, 108. You mean overall?
This past month?
108,000.
Wow. Yes. We just want to remind all of our community members to please continue to shop local, because you see what a huge difference it made for our SPLOST this past month.
Absolutely. No, thank you. All right, I have the information.
In your board packet is our school and department monthly reports, and for our viewers, these are also publicly available on eBoard under meetings, and you'll see under information only our board and school reports. Next, board, you will see that you have draft revisions to policy BBFA, policy DK, policy GARH, policy JDA, and policy JGF. And just for the public, again, these are on eBoard, but policy BBFA, the revision would repeal our local policy requiring a local school council, and this is because our charter system status requires us to have local school governance teams at each school. Policy DK revision is a new policy. It would require a procedure for school activity funds. Policy GARH is a revision to reduce the system's fiduciary liability according to state audits, and that is for leave and absences. Policy JDA, that revision would be repealing that policy, which is a corporal punishment policy. Policy JGF would be a new policy regarding federal regulations for seclusion and restraint. And tonight, these policies are just for the first reading, and they will be available for 30 days for public comment. Do you have any questions?
I don't. Thank you. Okay. And the superintendent report.
Mm-hmm. The first item on the superintendent's report is congratulations. Please join me in congratulating our district employees, our students, and our families on their effort to ensure a timely graduation for all of our students. Today, the State Department released the 2020 graduation rates, and for Chattahoochee, our 4-year graduation rate is 88.29%. And I want to put that in perspective and compare it to the state average of 83.3%. So we are significantly above the state at 88.29%. And again, we're not stopping there because we know it's important for every child to graduate, but congratulations to this board, to our teachers, our employees, our support staff, students, and families, because everyone coming together ensured that our students are graduating in a timely manner. Good job. Next is just a reminder to our board and to our community that's viewing that the Green Impact Aid form has been sent home. It is due November the 13th. Just a reminder that it is imperative for every family to return their Green Impact form. And for virtual students, any of our families that may be watching, the Green Impact form was mailed home to your home address. So again, we urge everyone to please submit those by November 13th. And we will be calling those who have not received it, so who we haven't received it from. So again, just a reminder on that Impact Aid form. Next is just some information about second semester. Second semester will begin for our students on January 5th, 2021. For our families who are interested in the full-time virtual academy, those applications are available on the website. So even if you're doing full-time virtual now, you still need to complete that application for second semester as your intent to participate. That due date is November the 19th. For the rest of the families who will be looking at traditional school, please know that we continue to work with our medical professionals and look at our data. Our goal is to return to a more traditional schedule in January. So we're excited about January coming and returning to a more traditional schedule. I see the excitement in all of our students. We miss y'all. We want to see you every day. Next, I want to take the opportunity to welcome Miss April Hughes, who is our Parent Engagement Coordinator. November is Parent Engagement Month, and we know that all the successes that we've spoken about tonight would not be possible without our families. So we extend a thank you to you, and Miss Hughes tonight is going to recognize a few outstanding parents who have really worked closely with us to make sure that we have a successful year.
Yes, ma'am. As she said, November is Family Engagement Month, and you know I could talk about our wonderful parents all night long because you have really been engaged in 2020. It's about March. You did not have a choice but to be engaged. But we want to thank everyone for bearing with us with all the technology changes, with the schedule changes, and you know we just wanted to take some time to identify. I had staff and teachers and community kind of nominate some parents that they wanted to be recognized, highlighted, shown, let some light shine on them for the great things that they're doing. So all my parents who are watching in Facebook land, this is the reason I told you to watch. Mr. Yerix and his wife, Lonnie, are major contributors to our band program. I think at some point seen them play in the band, so we're very thankful for them. I will also highlight Mr. Jesse Abercrombie, who is usually here, but I know joining us via Facebook now. They are One Heartbeat, our little symbol. He has painted all throughout the community, and he's also freshened up our paw prints and our One Heartbeat symbol that's in front of the school.
April, I don't think it's going to loop, so if you want to. Since it's not going to loop, if we just want to make sure that we've highlighted these parents. We just want to take a minute to recognize Ms. Fletcher, Ms. Furby, Mr. and Ms. Roberts, Ms. Benefield and Ms. Bastani, Ms. Smith, Ms. Beauregard, Ms. Cunningham, and the rest will be online. But we do want to tell all our parents who are watching that we appreciate you, and thank you for helping us through 2020, and thank you for your support of our school system. Our fancy computer doesn't like our old stuff that we use. Next, we will let our principals recognize their students and employees of the month. We'll start with Ms. Hurd.
Good evening to everybody. First of all, I would like to say thank you to all of our parents for all of your support with this new and different start to our school year. Our students would not be able to be the amazing little Panthers that they are without your support, so we want to make sure that we thank you tonight. I'm so very proud of each and every one of our students as well as our employee of the month. And I will start with our employee of the month. Our CCEC employee of the month is none other than Ms. Tara Harris. Tara is one of our special ed teachers, and these are just a few of the things that her colleagues had to say about her. Ms. Harris is an amazing teacher. She goes above and beyond for her kiddos, and you can tell that she is very passionate about everything that she does. She is a great team player and helps when needed. She has persevered through many special education changes this year. As the department chair, she has demonstrated good leadership skills by being available to teachers and paraprofessionals in her department when needed. This year, she has also been receptive to change and has been a team player when needed the most. Ms. Harris, we appreciate you at CCEC. Thank you for all that you do. And our students of the month, and we'll begin with pre-K. Our pre-K student of the month is Ms. Riley Harris. Riley has adjusted and adapted to pre-K very well. She strives to do her very best, and her growth is just blooming and amazing. I'm super proud of all of her accomplishments thus far. She is well behaved and handles transitions with ease, and that is from her pre-K teacher, Ms. Richards. Congratulations, Riley. Our kindergarten student of the month is actually one of our virtual students, Logan Henderson. Logan accepts responsibilities in Virtual Academy. She has worked hard to complete her weekly assignments and maintain the standards for virtual attendance. Her mother is also very helpful and supports Logan in all that she does. Thank you to Logan and her mom. Congratulations on being the kindergarten student of the month. Our first grade student of the month is Tiana Mathis. Tiana is always willing to help anyone who needs help. She works hard and puts forth her best effort in everything that she does. She is always aiming to please. Congratulations, Tiana. Our second grade student of the month is Haley Mays. Haley's teacher says that she is always very hardworking and a wonderful student with a positive attitude. She is self-motivated and goal-driven. Haley is a great second grade role model to all of her peers. Congratulations, Haley. Our third grade student of the month is McKenna Gasper. McKenna is a very hardworking student who always tries her very best. She helps others when they do not understand something, and she always has a positive attitude. She is very helpful with all of her peers. Congratulations, McKenna. Our fourth grade student of the month is Carlicia Donovan. Carlicia's teacher says she has been working extremely hard in both reading and math. She is driven and is constantly seeking out ways for her to be successful. She is always well-mannered and a pleasure to have in our classes. Congratulations, Carlicia. And our fifth grade student of the month is Jermaine Allen. Jermaine has shown excellent work habits and excellent behavior so far this year. He has been working extremely hard to always do his very best. He is doing well with academics and behavior and has become a true role model by serving on our safety patrol. Congratulations, Jermaine. And this concludes our presentation for Student of the Month and Employee of the Month. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. Kick this off. I'm Allison Rodriguez, Assistant Principal of the Middle High School. On behalf of our proud principal, Mr. Kemp, and our Assistant Principal, Mr. Clark, we are pleased to recognize our Teacher of the Month and Students of the Month. We'll start with our Teacher of the Month. This is Mr. Glenn Copeland. If you've had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Copeland, you'll know that he is absolutely the nicest, kindest person you'll ever meet. Anything you ask him to do, he jumps up, does it with a smile. He's a middle school teacher, high school teacher, teaches college classes, coaches, manages athletic events, cooks for the staff,
Drives buses.
winner of the turkey cook-off,
Drives buses.
drives the school bus. I mean, everything. I can't even say enough about him. But here are some of the things that his colleagues have said about him. Mr. Copeland is one of the first teachers to rise and one of the last to leave every day. In addition to teaching multiple preps a day, Mr. Copeland manages to find individualized learning activities for students as well as gives his time to coaching responsibilities. Mr. Copeland sets the example for what all teachers should strive to be. He is very dedicated to any task he undertakes. Glenn accepts challenges, feedback, direction, and help with a smile. He goes out of his way to make people feel special, and the students love him and the education he provides. We are so lucky to have Mr. Copeland on staff with us. Congratulations, Mr. Copeland. Now for our Students of the Month. We'll start with 6th grade. 6th grade is Reagan Coffey. Reagan always does her best with everything that is asked of her. She is always eager to help her classmates and enjoys learning. She is a model student and a joy to teach. Congratulations, Reagan Coffey. 7th grade, Jamari Harris. During this hybrid time, Jamari is on top of it. It is obvious he checks the weekly work calendar as well as checks and double checks his to-do folder. Jamari comes prepared to class and is always attentive. He puts forth 110% into his work. What a privilege to have him as a Chatco Panther. Congratulations, Jamari. For 8th grade, Mackenzie Z. Ivory. Z is the epitome of a scholar. She works very hard inside and outside of the classroom. The hybrid learning environment has presented all learners with challenges, and she has risen above them all. During face-to-face instruction, Z is engaged in learning and supports her peers. When she is home, I can depend on her to be on the live Zoom meetings and email me if she has any questions. Congratulations, Z. For 9th grade, we have Lucy Denton. Lucy
Lucy works really hard in class. She actively participates in class and through Zoom meetings without missing a day of class. She has maintained an A in her math class and is always willing to help other students and is very organized. Congratulations, Lucy. For 10th grade, we have Hunter Sutton. Hunter has improved so much since he started in my class last year. He is a leader in our student-run coffee shop by showing initiative and leadership. He is also diligent in completing classwork and making it up on the days he attends and making up any work that is incomplete. Hunter has a work ethic that is exemplary. Hunter enjoys helping a non-English speaking student in our class. He befriends him and mentors him to the best of his ability. Hunter is an avid JROTC participant and strives to do his best in that class as well. Hunter is definitely a class leader in my classroom. I would like to nominate him for Student of the Month to recognize the progress he has made and to encourage him to continue to improve his involvement in school activities. Hunter Sutton. For 11th grade, we have Jalen Phantom. Ms. Jalen Phantom is a very diligent, hardworking student with a super attitude and an excellent personality. Congratulations, Jalen. And our senior student of the month is Khalil Latimer. While being a dedicated athlete on the football team, Khalil has maintained perfect attendance and an A average in all 3 core classes of pre-calculus, anatomy and physiology, and British literature. After completing 2 years of Spanish and waiting to take Spanish 3 next semester, he wanted to expand his knowledge of languages by taking our first ever Japanese course this semester. In class, he asks questions and is very respectful. He is a sweet young man and does more than expected. We are all very impressed by him. Congratulations, Khalil. Congratulations to all of our students of the month. We are very proud of you and all your accomplishments.
Great, thank you. And we'll move into our action items. Okay, first we have personnel.
We've got our slate. I would like to recommend the approval of the slated list of employees for employment or resignation, please.
Okay. Is there a motion?
I'll motion it.
Shirley? A second. And Christy, and all that approve. Okay, that carries, thank you. Next we have a grant purchase.
Next, I would like to recommend the approval of the audio-visual equipment for CTAE, and that's using the state CRE grant. So I'd like to make a recommendation for approval of purchase.
I'll make the motion. All right, Christy?
I'll second it.
And Shirley, and all that approve. Okay, and that passes, thank you. Okay, technology surplus.
I'd like to recommend the surplus and the removal of non-repairable and outdated technology equipment that had been stored at the elementary school and during our renovation.
Any questions? Is there a motion?
I'll motion it.
Shirley? I'll second. And Christy? And all the, we all approve, thank you. All right, and then we have out-of-state travel.
Yes. Lastly, there is a calendar for your review for upcoming out-of-state travel requests for some sports here at high school. I'd like to recommend approval of the out-of-state travel. You'll see that one has a date that is pending to be determined. It was recently changed due to safety and health of the event.
Okay. Questions?
Nope. I'll make the motion to approve.
Christy?
I'll second it.
And Shirley? And I'll approve, and that passes, thank you. Okay, and looks like executive session. All right, do I have a motion to go into exec?
I'll make the motion.
Christy?
I'll second it.
Shirley? Y'all approve? Okay.
And I'll let our viewers and guests know that we will be entering executive session for the items that are allowable under the Open Meetings Act. The live stream will be discontinued, and the public portion of our meeting will, which is really just the reconvening, it will not return until at least 45 minutes. So just to let you know in case you want to go ahead and leave for the evening. But again, to our viewers, we thank you for attending, and the live stream will be discontinued during executive session.
Right. And I believe that we are going to a separate area.
Where he can pop up. We're gonna